Welcome back to the show. Well, we go from burgers to art, and quite frankly, they're both great artistic pieces. But my next guest is a wonderful painter. She's an artist with Cube Gallery, has had a long relationship with Cube Gallery. I'm joined by artist Clara Kim. Welcome. Great to have you here, Clara.
I'm so happy to be here.
Let's first of all talk about your background. Tell me a little bit about how you got into the arts.
When I immigrated to Canada, I lost myself, and then I feel like I'm a useless person. Because English, communication in English is really it's difficult to me. It looks like walls, and I feel like I cannot do anything. So I can't even communicate with the people. So at the times, I have to find myself.
Right.
Painting is a journey to find myself. So as you know, everyone knows art is really one of the best program to helping healing people by itself. So I found myself from the paintings. That's how come to me, and I keep doing it, and it's good.
What brought you to Canada in the first place?
My friends, I work as a teacher in an international school in Korea. I had a lot of Canadian. Was my best friends who living in Ottawa and Calgary and Edmonton.
Okay.
They keep asking me to come over to Canada. You're a beautiful person. We need a beautiful person in Canada.
Nice.
So that is a good chance to think about to immigrant to Canada. So we applied and we got a permanent visa in Korea. Then it's big decisions, but I want experience about Canada, and I love it here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, great to have you here, and great. And you also have a nice relationship with Cube Gallery that goes back a few years. Tell me about that relationship.
Well, I have been working with Cube Gallery years, and I started working with Cube Gallery with Don, back to 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I really like his uniqueness. He's a quite unique person.
Yeah.
And then he advised a really good thing as artist at the times. I appreciate. I wasn't looking for gallery who working with me in Ottawa. I more work with other city because I want to involve all the collectors in Ottawa directly, not Cube Gallery. But I believe, Stone is really a good person to connect everything, so I started to work with him. Yeah.
Tell me about your inspiration, because you animals are a big part of your inspiration, but also you're inspired by both a home in Korea and also the West. And how do you combine those two?
Well, it's honestly to find myself. And then first time I paint is whatever I like. Is start with portrait, and then landscape as everyone do.
Okay.
And then I study about Korean traditional art with the big brush, one-time touch, have to finish. It's quite required skill. I practice, and I like the element is strong. So I like to draw heavily from Oriental style.
Right.
Aiming to bring Western feel, aiming to, it's more like a Western feel, but basic on from Korean traditional art, because that is who I am. Right. I'm based from Korean, but I'm living here as Canadians.
So what sort of paint do you use? Or do you use different mediums within your pieces? So let's how would you tell me about this particular painting?
First times I paint the oils, but it's when I rinse, and clean up, and it's chemicals too strong.
Okay.
So I do sometimes paint oils, but mostly acrylic. But I use some oil pastel and oil stick, and even it's a lot of ink, Indian ink. And then I mix up mostly acrylic, and I oil stamp as from Korea.
I like it.
Signature.
I see it, right up here, right? I see that in all your paintings when I was on your website.
Yeah.
That was an important piece for you, I imagine.
Well, I miss your questions about animals, and animal is really important to me. Should I tell you?
Yes, please. Yeah, absolutely.
So Animal is my healing friends, actually. And I lost my mother when I was 8.
Okay.
And then I also lost my word. And then I don't speak, and so nobody wants to be my friends. And then during in the grave, and it's really toughness comes and loneliness comes. And then my daddy taught me how to play with the frog, how to feed the frog, and then how to play with the chicken or other animals. So he taught me how to feed the frog with a long stick, and then tied up string, and the end of string piece of pumpkin flowers,
really?
And tied up, and as if I was fishing, like la 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 la, and they jump and eat. And I keep doing it, spend hours and hours. I try to feed them fairly, like no, you ate already. Like
I love that.
Yeah, and then it's like he told me, you have to be careful with the crow because they're very clever creatures.
Yeah.
But you can teach lightly. Chicken, they have only short memory, like 10-second memories.
Okay.
So I used to teaching them start them, so like, and then they run away. I chase them, and then 10 seconds they walk lazily, like saying, "Come on, I'm behind you." So it make me evil smile, like I smile like as evil, and then when I'm melancholy and down, and then look at them, so like smile again.
I love that story.
And then they, make me smile again and speak again months later.
Here in Ottawa, where can people find your pieces, Clara?
Well, Cube Gallery obviously represent me, and if you go to Cube Gallery, website, you can see. And also, I have 2 studios. One is Gladstone EVA Studios in 951 Gladstone Avenue.
Okay.
There's my studio, and the other studio, Kanata, is next to my house.
Wonderful.
So
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm just running out of time. What a great conversation. Really enjoyed it. We'll be right back after this.